This is Jackie with All Access, and I'm here with Mikey of Islander, and we are here at the Virginia stop of Mayhem. Uh, for all those kids out there at Mayhem and out there in internet world, your latest release, Violence and Destruction. Describe that sound for us.
It's just a mixture of things. We don't try to sound like we like the way we do. Everybody always asks like, "Who are you trying to like sound like?" or whatever. And we're like, we like the music we like, and we create what we want to hear. So it's just a variety of things we listen to, whether it be like Dillinger Escape Plan, Depeche Mode, like just all kind of stuff. We just go in the studio, and what comes out comes out.
I think that's a great variety, and when you have a lot of musical influences, you don't sound like one person, you sound like yourself.
Yeah, just yourself.
That's awesome. If there's one song that best represents your band off of that album, what would it be?
Everybody.
They're all awesome.
Yeah, everybody might say something different. So I really.
What would you say, though?
Oh man, that's difficult. Can I pick like two? Okay. I know Coconut Dracula is a single and stuff, and that's one of my favorites because it has kind of like the Sade vibe, but it's like a little heavier, I guess. So, excuse me, that one. And I want to pick three. New Wave is one of my favorites just because it has this real chill vibe through it, but it has this real heavy riff that comes in and just kind of destroys the place. And it's I don't know, it's a really beautiful song to me. We wrote the album in California, and every time I hear that song, it sounds the way I felt when we wrote the album. And Criminals, that's one of my favorites to play live. And Counteract, see, I can't do that.
Well, see, since Mikey can't think of just one song, you're just going to have to go out and get Violence and Destruction. It's out now on Victory Records, and listen to all the songs.
Yeah, I think that albums, like records, are like a book, and it's kind of like if you're missing one of the chapters, how are you supposed to know the next one? So I don't know. I understand the idea of having to put out a single and all that stuff, but for me, I was always the kid that would like have the booklet in my book bag from like in school or whatever, like of the bands I liked, and I'd read through all the lyrics, and each song was its own special thing. And an album to me, like I said, is just like a book. So if you're missing one of the songs, it's like missing a chapter. You don't fully get what we're doing until you hear the whole thing. So
you're like me. You listen to the entire album in order. You take out the liner notes. You look at them as you go.
Absolutely.
It's all right. It's cool to be old school. There's nothing wrong with buying tangible CDs either. Damn it.
I think that shouldn't even be called old school. I think it should just be the new school because it's really getting away from like everybody's becoming so plugged in that they're forgetting that like I don't know, like things need to be a little more hands-on. I mean, it's always more fun that way. Sitting in your room, going through the booklet, and like that first time I used to go pick up records. I'm sorry I'm talking a bunch.
No, that's great. I totally agree with you too.
Yeah,
So
I'm passionate about this. I used to go buy a record the day it came out, or like I would go to the store like at midnight and just wait for it if it was like an album I can get like anywhere. And I would go home, I would turn the record on and like dim the lights, and I would sit there with the booklet, and I would open up the booklet, and I would follow the lyrics with the booklet and just like read through the thanks and all that stuff, and then I would do it again and again, and it's kind of like devouring a book a bunch of times, you know. Then you kind of build this relationship with the record, and that's how I like listening to music.
very well said, and I completely agree. I think that you get to know a lot more about a band, and you also get to learn about their influences and maybe some new bands to pick up.
And it's like, I guess like for me, like even like the industry, the way it's going now, everything's gotten so mechanical. Nothing's just raw and passionate anymore. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to be like, look, like we don't play with backing tracks. Like a lot of bands play with backing tracks now. So when kids come out to see them play, they don't even realize that the band is pretending to play the guitar, and they're just playing to a track. And there's so many things that are happening and that aren't real. And for us, it's like, look, if you come see us play and something messes up and the song sounds terrible because a guitar or a bass goes out or the drums break or my mic breaks or something, it's all us. It's all real. And if we do something good, we can claim that too.
Excellent. So you're here at Mayhem. What are the benefits of playing a festival like this?
Catering. Get free food every day. You don't have to just eat peanut butter and jelly and all that kind of stuff that bands like us do, because we're road dogging it. We're one of the only bands here in a van, and hope that changes one day. Like that'd be cool to be on a bus and and do all that. But right now, we're so grateful just to be here, and I'd say catering and also the relationships we've made with all the people, as well as the fans that we're meeting on the road.
You got to earn those stripes. I bet you that bus will feel even sweeter having roughed it out in a van for a while.
I've always wanted to do the van thing as long as we could. So until the wheels fall off of that and we can afford to do something else, that's what we're gonna do, because we just want to make music. So
you're here at Mayhem. How do you make sure that you leave a lasting impression with all the kids?
It's the kind of thing where we just, like I said, like we get up there and we do us, and I try to go in the crowd. I don't like barriers, so it's the kind of thing where, as soon as I get the chance, I'm out there with them and just spending time with the kids that have come to see us play. And when I say kids, I don't mean like little, I just mean be a kid when you're 80. So
I'm still a kid. I refuse.
Yeah, it's I just try to get in there with them and spend as much time with them as possible, and let them know that they're the reason we're here, and just try to give back as much as possible. Because as cheesy as it sounds to say that it's cheesy, that it sounds that way, because everybody always says like, oh, you're the guys are the reason we do this. Like, we literally can't do this without the people that come out. Like, even the big bands, Korn, Avenged and stuff, like, you guys are the reason that all of us are here and that we're able to do what we do. And people never go out of, style. That's something we like to build relationships and just try to let everybody know we're in the same boat on this earth. So.
And we sort of mentioned a bit earlier when we're talking about how we used to listen to music back in the day. With the record sales not being the pinnacle and certainly not being the benchmark, how do you guys measure success?
We don't even focus on the reviews and stuff. We appreciate any review or whatever. For us, success is just being able to go out, and when we see kids at the front of the stage and we're able to create music and that we enjoy, for someone else to enjoy it, that's all the success we need. We're not trying to become, like, nobody's becoming millionaires anymore. The rock and roll dream is gone. MTV doesn't care about music. Like we were talking about, people don't even buy music. It's the kind of thing where everybody, I don't even know if people know music really exists as much as they used to. There's still, this handful of people that do, and they're passionate and they come out and they see it, but it's not the way it used to be. And I would like things to get back the way they used to be. I miss those days. Me
too.
I want the passion that Bad Brains brought to the scene. I want the Kurt Cobains to start raising their hands again, and I'd like for MTV to maybe show us all some love.
It'd be great if it were easier to buy tangible albums again too. It's just hard to go buy a CD.
Yeah, I think that's mainly because when people stopped purchasing them, the record stores started going out of business. So it's funny. I've heard one of my friends say before in an interview that pretty soon you'll just see Walmart records. Sadly. So what's up next for Islander after Mayhem? We're gonna keep hustling, stay busy. We're going on tour with Like a Storm and Otherwise in September. It's a U.S. tour, and we have some stuff mixed in there with Rob Zombie. And we're doing the Aftershock Festival in California, Louder Than Life, and with Kid Rock and POD and some others in Kentucky. And then we're thinking about doing some overseas stuff, and just going to see what happens. We take one day at a time. That's all you can do.
And stay busy. So stay tuned for more from Islander. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change.